Attention please. This uploading is only for educational purpose. No intention to infringe copyrights. Learning English with subtitles. GPITRAL. Follow us.
He runs out into a corridor where bodies lie unmoving on gurneys. He looks to an exit sign and slowly walks towards it. He passes a man beneath a sheet, his head and feet exposed, rubble lying on top of his corpse. Looking to his left, he sees a wounded arm sticking out from beneath a sheet on another gurney. He gives it a wide berth and rests his hand back on a black bag before moving away from it hastily. One of his trainers has untied laces and he treads over stones on the ground. He passes another gurney, a scorched leg sticking out from beneath another sheet. Looking to a door, he reads Stairway B2 and he hurries through it. Scene changes to a blonde woman clearing a pile of stone.
Trent? Trent?
Yeah.
Do you hear anything? Like Michael?
He's not back yet. I tried calling out earlier.
How's Buck?
He passed out a while ago.
The woman reaches down and picks up a metal IV drip pole with hooks at the top. She crosses to a wall in a corridor and tears down posters before attempting to break through the plaster using the pole. Discarding the pole, she picks up a metal pipe lying on the ground. Scene changes to a grey truck passing by a road sign reading the City of Taft, 7. It pulls up to a roadblock manned by 2 soldiers. The driver pulls up and looks to a blonde girl who stares straight ahead.
Behave yourself.
A soldier approaches the driver's window.
I'm gonna need you to turn around.
He looks at a small cut by the man's eye.
Sir, you all right?
I'm fine, thank you. LAPD, we're in pursuit of a suspect we think might have come this way. May I pass?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't let you do that. Nuclear power plant got hit with a meteor, and they think there's gonna be some fallout. Need you to turn back.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. No problem. No problem. Oh, excuse me.
Sir?
Do you guys have an extra bottle of water or something?
Yeah. Of course, detective. One for the lady. Hold tight.
Thank you.
Both soldiers are shot and the man grabs the woman's throat. He lets go and holds her head.
If you ever try that again, I'm gonna do things to you that's gonna make you beg me to kill you. Do you understand?
She nods and he lets go, staring at her profile.
I can't trust you anymore.
He punches her face and her head slumps to the side.
That's what I'm talking about.
He crosses to the soldier lying on the ground and he removes a bulletproof vest, putting it on. Screen goes black. Another car drives past the brunette woman who stands by the loaded orange truck. Picking up her gun and bag, she starts to walk away, then pauses, returning to the truck. Picking up a box of oranges, she sets one down in the road, followed by 2 more. The man and his fireman colleague climb down into a pipe room, sparks flying around them.
Listen, pipes. Pressure's changing. Something must be blocking the valve or something. Ah! Look, we gotta move, we gotta get out of here. Ah! Look, we gotta get out of here.
The fireman removes his coat.
That stuff will burn you alive. Look, you go first, okay?
Yeah.
1, 2. Ah! Go! Move, Russ! Let's go! Let's go! Go!
The fireman blocks the steam from a pipe until they pass. Scene changes to the blonde boy opening another stairwell door to find debris blocking his way. He wipes his head, then looks down to the rubble. The boy clears small pieces of stone from the blocked door as dust pours down. He places bricks to the side, then crawls headfirst into a small opening at the base of the pile. Scene changes to the red pickup truck driving down a road with arid land on each side, falling meteor trails streaking the sky above. The civilian-clothed police officer wipes at his right eye with the heel of his hand before recoiling and turning the wheel as he sees a blockade of orange boxes up ahead.
Get out of the car.
Oh, wait.
Get out of the car.
Okay,
Now!
all right. You may want to take the safety off that weapon first.
Please, don't kill me.
This is your lucky day, lady. I am a cop, and I don't even have the time to arrest you.
Okay, please. I need to get to the Claremont Navy base. Please.
No, you need to get lost, all right? I am done. I need to find my daughter.
Okay, and I need to get these coordinates to the Army to shoot down that asteroid or we're all gonna die while I sit here yelling at you.
So basically, you need a lift.
Yes.
He stares, pointing the rifle at her.
All right. I'm going to Taft. It's an hour away from Claremont. If the government really needs you, they can send someone to pick you up.
No, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. Do you want to walk? No. Then get in. Get in.
He opens the door and she gets in holding her bag. He drives around the boxes of oranges. Scene changes to a general in a control room putting down a headset.
Idiots.
Sir?
The Chinese are on board, but the doggone Russians refuse to share their arsenal.
They're radar blind, they gotta protect their people, blah, blah, blah. What do the boys upstairs say?
They estimate 20 minutes till she enters the atmosphere. Half-hour tops.
All right, let's hope our missiles and the Chinese are enough. Let's get a trajectory from the space station.
Sir,
Go.
you say the Russians are radar blind.
And so are we, so what?
So they don't know what's coming their way until it's about to hit.
Your point?
Why don't we warn them that ground zero for the asteroid hit is Moscow?
And how would we know that, soldier?
We don't, sir. They have to think we do.
You mean...
Yes, sir. We tell them Cassandra's headed their way, and they won't get the exact coordinates until they agree to a coordinated launch.
That's insane.
Sir, we are running out of options.
And so it just won't work.
The general puts a headset on. A spark lands in a blanket cart nearby, and flames spring up. Throwing down the pole, the woman moves her white coat and hits at the flames with it. Two boys are in a ward. The woman's coat catches a light and she throws it into the cart.
You smell that?
She upturns the cart and stamps to extinguish the flames. The young blonde boy pushes through some rubble, his hand appearing. His head emerges as he pulls himself forwards, and he sees a staircase down to his left. He looks back at the hidden lower half of his body as he grimaces. Russ and the firemen make their way down a corridor.
Russ!
His friend looks up to a ceiling panel.
Whoa! Ladies first.
Using an axe handle, he tries to open the panel.
What? Something must be blocking it from above. Come on, let me give it a go. No, wait, I got it.
A cityscape at night, plumes of smoke rising to the sky.
Hey, Chief, Dwight here.
Hey, Dwight, how's it going?
Looks all clear here.
Same here. I'll do a few more blocks, then let's head up past Oak Street.
Copy that.
The chief carries a Geiger counter past a truck parked in darkness.
You look at that. Your own grandpa. Didn't even stop to say hello. And you call that family?
Back in the control room.
You did it, kid. The Russians bought it. They're not happy about it, but they'll aim the missiles where we tell them.
And that's good, because the space station says the asteroid's entering Earth's gravity as we speak.
Trajectory vectors.
Should have them at any minute. Luckily, Cassandra's gonna miss them by at least a mile.
Good.
A huge mass moves in space towards a space station close by. 2 male astronauts in blue boiler suits sit inside, and one turns from a control panel to his colleague, freezing as he stares out of the window. His colleague follows his gaze to see a huge piece of debris hurtling towards them.
We lost them.
What? No.
Nothing. We lost contact.
We have to assume the worst.
Screen fades to black. Scene changes to the damaged exterior of a white building at night. The blonde woman stands by a wall of rubble.
Trent! Michael!
Rubbing her hands, the woman's shoulders start to shake, and she begins to cry. She sinks to the ground, bringing her hands up to her head.